Well, this is Janie, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about a little bit of different technique for adding photos to your layouts. And it could be in any way, shape, or form that you'd like. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can do this. And this is a Polaroid frame. As a kid, I grew up, I always wanted a Polaroid camera. So I'm dating myself. I get it. But there's just a look about it. I don't know whether it's nostalgia. I don't know what it is. There is this just kind of cool look. And what it is a white frame, always white, around the colored picture. Now in this layout, you see that I've laid it out according to the different cards. And the actual cards that I put in here, it's all the rectangle longer cards. I think they're 4x6. And I just added different colors of paper just to pull the colors of the flowers in. We stayed at a bed and breakfast earlier in the spring, and the garden was magnificent. And I fell in love with the colors. I just fell in love with everything about it. And I thought that needed something a little bit nostalgic because it was quite a historic house. Anyway, how are we going to do a Polaroid frame? Super simple, using the iDesign pocket template cards and some white background patterns. So some of you may be wondering what a Polaroid frame actually is. When I was a child, Polaroid was amazing, and that was what every kid wanted, was a Polaroid camera, because you put the film in and it shot the photo out. I'm going to give you a hint as to how old I am. When we did that, though, we had to treat the photos and then let them dry so that the colors wouldn't fade out almost immediately. And they smelled, oh my gosh, they smelled so bad. Anyway, it's a neat look. It's kind of a retro look, and it's fun. But this photo I found in doing a little research at the Polaroid website, and it gives you an idea of what the actual photos looked like. Now, I'm not going to say yours have to be exactly like this. No way. The key is the side, left and right, and the top border is very small. It's less than 1/4 of an inch. The bottom border is roughly an inch, or about 4 times what the side border is. And usually the center photo, what's pink in this picture, the actual photo, not the frame, is a square or very close to a square. Now in my example, I don't necessarily follow that, and that's okay because that's what worked for me. Have fun with it. It's yours. I don't believe in your album people are going to take a ruler out and measure your frames to see if they're exact. The beauty of this type of frame is you have a journaling block right underneath your photo. And it belongs there. In fact, that's what they were originally created for. So it gives you a little bit of flexibility, a little bit of leeway, and it gives you some artistic, I forget the word for it, anyway, ability that other people may not have in their albums because this is very unique. Let's see how to put one of these together. Okay, as always, I start with a blank slide in my layout. This is my Keylife layout, and I use it over and over and over again. You can see from the left-hand sidebar. And I'm going to go to it's like a catalog of Keylife pocket cards. And I'm going to use, let's go with the pink one today, which is the 4x6. So I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to bring it into this blank slide. So I'm going to copy and paste. And I'm going to make it, let's leave it 4x6. I'm going to go and I'm going to get my 3x3 purple card, and I'm going to copy it. And now I'm going to paste it to this particular page. The only reason I am leaving it this size is because I want a better visual of whether or not it's going to work inside of my little pockets in my album. So now I'm going to scroll in. Sorry if it made you dizzy. And I'm going to bring my purple Keylife card over to my pink one. And seriously, that looks pretty cool. And I'm going to enlarge it and try to make the top and the two sides exactly even. Now, that's a lot of white border. A lot of white border. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on my pink and I'm going to take, whoops, that was wrong. I'm going to go to my paintbrush, arrange, constrain proportions is now off, and I'm going to make it shorter. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to turn constrain proportions back on, and I'm going to tap on the end. Now this is still going to be 4 inches wide. It's not going to be 6 inches long. So I'm going to tap on the background, select all, and I'm going to group it. Now I'm going to turn constrain proportions off, and I'm now going to make it the size I need it to be. And that, my friends, looks very much like a Polaroid frame, with one exception. Polaroid frames don't have pink backgrounds, they have white ones. So to change that, I'm going to double tap on the pink background. I can now go to paintbrush, image, and I'm going to go to replace and to my camera roll and select a white paper. And I usually, because I know it has white in it, I go to my 4th of July from Sandy Cruz. White's right here. There it is. But that's going to be hard to see on the white background of the slide. So I'm going to go back to select my paintbrush, go to style, and I'm simply going to toggle on shadow. And my shadow is the first one that comes up. You can see by the blue check mark. And that's probably the most minimal drop shadow. Yeah, it's the most minimal. And I use that a lot. I use it on almost everything anyway. And that is going to make a great Polaroid frame. However, let's take this and put a photo in it. So we're going to, again, double tap on the purple, select my image, replace it, and we'll go to my photo stream. Let's see if I can let's put in this sweetie. Meet my kitty. And she is now immortalized in a Polaroid frame. That's pretty cool, huh? I love it. It's fun, and it's easy to do. And just think of the look you will get in your Keylife album when you start adding in these very different frames that add just a little spunk, just a little difference, and just a little artistic license to your creations. I promise I am loving my digital life, and I hope you do too. Until next time, bye.